City's overrun. We don't stand a chance.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
Where the hell did they get this from military hardware?
Hello, game fans! Well, they certainly made use of the Batmobile in this one. When Rocksteady announced that the Batmobile would feature in their third and final Arkham game, there was some speculation on whether the game actually needed it. As news drip-fed out to us, Batman-hungry gamers discovered that not only could it turn into a tank, but the streets of Gotham had been purposely widened in order to fit this new gadget, and that the Batmobile itself would play a substantial part in the game. Rocksteady certainly wasn't wrong. Gotham feels much bigger than in Arkham City, and the streets are teeming with criminals and cars and tanks and tunnels. Driving at first is pretty awkward because the convert to tank button is on the left shoulder button, which is usually reserved for the brakes in normal popular driving games. My muscle memory kept betraying me, and I found myself converting into a tank every time I wanted to go around a corner. However, over the 20 plus hours of play, you will soon be reprogrammed, as the game itself is absolutely awesome. The story is full of twists and turns, the side quests are varied and plentiful, and the fighting and driving mechanics work extremely well. I was sad when I correctly guessed the identity of the Arkham Knight and found some of the enemies in the side quests a little bit Z-list compared to some of the other Batman games. But the top dogs are all there, and you'll still have to work your way through the Penguin, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Poison Ivy and the Riddler, but many of the other big names have either been caught or been killed at this point. This older, worn-torn Batman, this tired-looking Commissioner Gordon, and the general downbeat storyline suggest that this game is set later in the Batman universe and acts as a final swan song for both Batman and the Arkham series. It is so much fun driving though, and flying over the dark, wet, grimy streets of Gotham is fantastic, and there's plenty of verticality for both Batman and the Batmobile. This immersive city is so addictive that you will find yourself doing the side quests simply for the joy of playing. Bizarrely, one of my favourite parts of Arkham Knight is actually the pacing. The game can be played for about 5 minutes or 5 hours, and you feel progression with every play. This pacing goes a little bit awry towards the end, as it keeps giving you one last job to do just when you think you're finished, but there are 3 different endings to see. There's one if you complete the main mission, another which extends the first one if you complete all of the side quests bar the Riddler trophies, and then there's a final one where if you collect all 200 plus Riddler trophies, you get to see the final ending. I myself saw 2, and then I YouTubed the rest. The game can be extended further with a 6-month season pass, which gives you 4 additional stories to play as Harley Quinn, Red Hood, Batgirl and Nightwing. Whilst I agree with the criticisms that they are all a bit way too short, I disagree with many and think Rocksteady has produced ideal DLC. Sure, the additional skins for Batman, the cars, the other skins for other characters are cool and a bit of fun, and the 1989 Batmobile set is great, and for a trip down memory lane anyway, but it is these story missions that constitute real DLC for me. I applaud Rocksteady for not slicing up the main game and then selling you parts of that main game back as main content, because if it had, I would have said that needed to be there in the first place. But the DLC feels like extra content that will elongate the life of the game. I mean, this content would not exist in isolation, and yet all of these different story modes use the same mechanics as the main game. Overall, Arkham Knight is a masterpiece. The sound, visuals and storyline are fantastic, and the game is a joy to play. I did encounter a few frame rate niggles and even a couple of crashes, but it didn't ruin the game for me. I haven't played a game in which I played all the way through the main quest, the side quests, and the DLC all in one go in a long time. Rocksteady certainly rose to the occasion and created a crescendo fitting of Batman's final days. If this has been useful or you've enjoyed it, then please give it a thumbs up. Stick a comment down in the comment section, and if you're not already, please subscribe because I've got lots more videos to come.
Not so cocky now, are ya?
Finish him!